Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
Batman, my favorite character.
Welcome back to another episode, another thrilling episode of We Are the Knights, the Batman Podcast. I am Phil, and joining me, that other half of the dynamic duo, it is...
It's Lilith Hellfire.
Or should I say that mystery woman who likes to put crossbow bolts through men? It is...
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
That's right, kids, because this time we're going to be covering more Huntress for this time her appearance in Robin 3, the KGBeast is Wild. I mean, no, Cry the Huntress.
Nice.
1 through 6. Man, for this first couple were only, 4 or 5 issues, and now, man, they bumped it to 6 by the third one. Like, man, these things sell. They were cash grabbing. Oh, these were the ones I think Robin.
DC in a cash grab? Get out of here!
Well, I had. Did I get all of them eventually? I know I have some of them, in floppies, and they did the lenticular covers and stuff.
Yeah.
It was the 90s, kid.
Let me just fix this real quick.
Oh my!
There we go. That's better.
That's right, kids. I'm like
Raise attention here. So.
That's right. Rumpy Pumpy.
Sex on the mind.
Unlike her famous friend, she has a belly button window.
It's a lot of skin, no matter how you cut it.
All right. Like I said, let's get into this because this is 6 issues. So.
All right, full speed ahead, Captain.
That's all right. All right, so right, pretty much we're almost at nightfall here. Robin 3, Cry the Huntress, number 1, December 1992. The Hammer. Hey, didn't Little Hammer College. All right, writer Chuck Dixon, friend of Signal of Doom, Chuck Dixon. Penciler Tom Lau, inker Bob Smith, colors Adrian Roy, letterer Tim Harkins, and editors Dennis O'Neil and Scott Peterson.
The gang's all here.
That's right. No Kelly Puckett. While attempting to bust...
Wiener.
Whoa! It's never as good for Lilith if there's no wiener involved. It's not a good time for Lilith if wiener's not involved.
Scream at!
I think now we're doing relatable Justin content.
That seems like it. While attempting to bust up other people can,
Sausage!
While attempting to bust up a group of out-of-town neo-Nazi thugs
You
called...
keep talking about the classic, you came to the wrong town.
The White Wolves, Batman and Robin are suddenly forced to duck for cover when a rival...
Not to be confused with Bucky's Anaconda, Wakanda name.
Batman and Robin are suddenly forced to duck for cover when a rival gang's helicopter fires hundreds of rounds of bullets.
Damn, they got monies! They got a helicopter, bro!
Man, talk about making it rain.
For real. That's making it hail.
Seriously. Killing all of the White Wolves and nearly killing Batman and Robin as well. When the bullets finally stop flying, Batman decides that Robin should stay off the streets for a while until he determines who all of the players in Gotham City's gang wars are. Meanwhile, Huntress spies on some apparently foreign drug lords who are meeting with Tony Bresci, one of Gotham's top mob bosses. Who Bane will make his bitch in a few months here. She can only assume that they are peddling a big score of designer drugs.
Look, let's be real. Bane made everybody his bitch. Okay.
Well, yeah, including Batman.
Exactly.
That's why I'm surprised Ray doesn't do a Bane podcast.
I love Bane.
Ray, I need that drop. The greatest hero of the DC universe, Bane.
The only man to break the bat. If you don't count Selena, because she's no man.
Hey-oh. She can only assume they are peddling a big score of designer drugs. Later, she breaks into the drug peddler's hotel room and, hoping to find out what they are selling in their luggage, she finds only blank paper.
Oh, it's LSD.
Whoa! Drop it like
you know.
Drop it like it's hot.
Well, acid. That's so retro.
I don't know though. The paper is a certain size. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
At school the next morning, Tim Drake is invited by his friend Ives to his birthday party. Afterwards, he has an encounter with a teacher, Miss Hollingsworth, who suspiciously asks after his father Jack's recovery. That night, he joins Ives and his family in Little Odessa for the birthday party.
That's Russia, for those that you don't know.
Thank you.
Or Ukraine. I mean, it's the 80s, so I don't... Or the early 90s, so... I think it still technically should probably be Little Russia, maybe.
Hey. But again, maybe they changed the name. Maybe they changed the name to protect the innocent. When Tim sneaks off to the bathroom, he overhears some Russian thugs beating up on a nearby store owner, Mr. Drzenko. Before he can intervene, the thugs leave, and he helps Mr. Drzenko's daughter, Ariana, take him inside. Mr. Drzenko refuses police help despite Ariana's protests, and she promises Tim she'll work.
These are Russian. That is a classic Russian name. So yeah, there we go.
Yes. Despite the circumstances, there is some romantic chemistry between the teens.
I don't think so. If I know what I know now, I don't think so.
Well, isn't he? He's bi, isn't he?
Is he?
I believe so. I thought him and John Kent
were strictly dickly, but okay.
Whoa! Yeah, I thought that was the deal. That I thought he was bi. So
okay, that's
it's
fine.
possible.
I mean, sexuality is a spectrum. Good for him.
Exactly. Chuck Dixon. That's not how God made him.
He'd know.
That's true. Elsewhere, the thugs who beat Mr. Drzenko return to their commissar, who is disappointed in their failure to make him cooperate. He orders them to return later and bring a shadowy figure with them, one whom he claims will not disappoint. When he returns home to Drake Manor, Tim encounters his father. When Tim expresses an interest in going to Wayne Manor to run a computer program, a cover for going out as Robin, his father forbids it.
It's like, why are you hanging out with that old ass man? Stay your ass at home.
I don't need you.
I don't like it.
I don't need you. I don't need you walking in on one of his rich man orgies. Come on.
Exactly. Or Alfred's sexy butler parties.
Oh yeah. That's not a feather duster.
Oh, it is. It's just out of the wrong place.
What? Slow down. I need this for drops. Slow down. I need this for erotic drops.
Slow down. I need this for the Patreon.
Disappointed, Tim complies, but only until his father falls asleep. Then he sneaks down to the wine cellar where Harold has installed a secret passage to the Batcave. Hitting the streets as Robin, Tim feels guilty for both disobeying his father and his mentor's orders to stay out of trouble.
It's fun getting into trouble. That's all I can think of is that stupid board game. He's like, or like the Don't Wake Daddy game. That one.
Could have stayed and got in trouble in the wine cellar, you know?
Exactly. Like a normal kid.
Oh my.
Like a normal rich kid, you know?
Yeah. Tim stakes out the Drzenko's printing shop, waiting out past 1 a.m. until a car full of armed goons parks outside. He hopes Batman won't find out as he leaps into action. He manages to save Ariana from one of the gunmen, but not before the store is set aflame by one of the goons' flamethrowers.
Oh yeah, Russian. Flamethrowers, classic Russian bit.
Yeah.
Now where's the Molotov cocktail?
He feels as though he's winning until he is faced with the goons' leader. He recognizes his new adversary from Batman's Files as the KGBeast.
Back again. Tell a friend.
He realizes that he is way out of his league. I don't know, man. KGBeast, first appearance.
Depending on
He-
what iteration.
He was a badass in his first appearance, and in everything since. I
He
mean,
got
now
nerfed. Yeah.
Robin's going to be taking him down. I'm like, yeah, he.
Imagine the creator of KGBeast is like, oh, who?
I think that was Jim Starlin. I think that's the issue. Oh my lord! I know. Be like, what are you doing, Dixon?
It's like, suck it.
Oh yes, I was right. This issue was published with an alternate cover featuring a lenticular panel.
I like that word, lenticular. Don't know what it means, but I like it.
Lenticular.
It's provocative. It gets the people going.
Lenticular printing is a technology in which
Oh my God, Phil! Shut up! I was joking.
I clicked on the link.
They know Americans are idiots, so they have a link for everything.
I know. And this issue is reprinted in Robin Triumphant.
Whatever that means.
I wonder if they just.
Is it triumphant because tri means 3?
Oh, hell. Or maybe they just when they collect it, if they collect this in trade, instead of calling it Robin 3, they just called it Robin Triumphant.
Okay.
Because Robin 2, instead, if they collected that, they probably just called it Robin Joker's Wilder or something.
Yeah, true.
Well, they could have called it Cry the Huntress.
That's what I thought.
They don't want to
we know?
Don't give that broad credit, Chuck Dixon said.
Probably.
All right, thoughts, or should we get to the next one?
It's a perfectly fine setup. We can just keep it moving.
Yes. Robin 2 or Robin 3 number 2, January 1993. The Beast.
The Beast.
By the same people.
Beauty and the Beast.
And the
well,
KGBeast.
kinda. Huntress.
Yes, and the KGBeast.
Yes.
So we don't get sued.
And I got a beef with Disney. I don't care.
Yeah, but I don't want to go.
Copyright law's not on their side anymore, boys.
But I don't want to go against their lawyers.
And the government's got a hard on for the mouse. It's fine. We can get away with it.
Wow.
For now.
At least your buddy DeSantis.
Not my buddy. Not my pal. Not my guy.
And that's your buddy, pal. As Robin is faced with the threat of KGBeast, he fears for his life. He realizes, wow, he has not faced the KGBeast before. The Beast has met Robin before. KGBeast easily snapped Robin's battle staff in two. And just
they just make Tim so incapable. It's so annoying.
Oh, well, again, I mean, he's still supposed to be KGBeast is supposed to be a badass, so you don't want Tim giving him too much. And again, this is early.
Not right now. It's only the second issue.
And it's early in Tim's career too. But again, fear just like floods him. He's just like, oh crap, he met Jason Todd as Robin. I'm sure he pissed him off.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's like flicking lit cigarettes at him or something. He's angry. And just as he prepares to shoot the boy wonder down, Mr. Drzenko fires a shotgun blast into his shoulder. The Beast retaliates with a fatal shot to Ariana's horror. The thugs begin to escape in their car with Ariana as a hostage. Robin gives chase, breaking a paint bomb on the windshield and forcing the vehicle to stop. Angrily, KGBeast gets out of the car and commandeers a public transit bus, dragging Ariana with him.
Well, good for them. They're carpooling.
Green Russians. Before he can do much to stop them, Robin is suddenly faced with the gross Ghost Dragons gang.
Damn it, Lynx, he's busy.
Chuck Dixon wanted his shekel.
I mean, when in Rome.
True. Led by Lynx, they fight, and Robin is too outnumbered to withstand their attacks. Fortunately, he is saved by Huntress. Together, they repel the gang, despite Huntress's displeasure that Batman has never told Robin about her. Talk about showing some skin.
Yeah. Hubba.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to be telling a teenage boy about this woman running around in the middle of the night either.
Hey, her eyes are up there. Don't be a Damien. Don't look at her belly button.
As it turns out, Robin and Huntress are on the trail of the same organization, the Hammer, a KGB covert group that has gone criminal since the collapse of the USSR. Interestingly, Mr. Drzenko was a printer, and the Russian mobsters Huntress was tailing are dealing in some kind of paper. They agree to work together, allowing her to catch the bad guys and him to save Ariana.
Don't tell Daddy.
Oh my. Meanwhile, again, it just seems like somebody's Chuck Dixon miniseries here. It's like Tim's just getting led along by, like, is this like his fetish? Like this teenage boy getting led around by the you know what, by older women. First it was Lady Shiva in the first one. Now it's Huntress.
I mean, not a bad shtick to have. Just saying.
Oh yeah, they were giving him full shtick.
Well, his shtick got broken too. So.
Whoa! Ow. He's a teenage boy. It's fine.
It'll bounce back.
Hey-oh. Meanwhile, Lynx returns to her master, King Snake.
Boo! Get out of here, King Snake! Boo! You know, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Robert Pattinson's Batman meets King Snake, because that's just the kind of universe he lives in.
They don't get his own HBO Max series.
Exactly.
Max series.
That sounds like James Gunn's kind of people. I'm just saying.
Which wrestler is going to portray King Snake?
Undertaker?
Oh. Oh no, that's what. Oh no.
I don't even know any wrestlers, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I know. It's been a while since I watched wrestling. I don't know. Here's a bunch of Guardians of the Galaxy people who are suddenly free. I don't know. Oh my God, is this what Batista's gonna be?
No, he said he's done with the physical roles. He wants something to show off his acting. But if James asked him to, I think he would probably do it. You know what? I say go for it. Is Ric Flair still alive?
It's but I swear, Dave, it's a classy role. It's a blind ninja master. Okay.
Oh, Roman Reigns, is he still working in the business?
I don't know. Ask my dad. I don't know.
Ask my dad. Text him real quick. It's important, though. We're casting a movie over here.
Lilith wants to know if Roman Reigns still in the business. Oh, and was that last week? Shout out, rest in peace, Iron Sheik.
Yeah. Yet somehow Ric Flair's still chucking along.
Woo!
And Hulk Hogan too. Anyway.
Kington. Well, you know,
as a Floridian, I'm allowed to say that. It's fine.
We know it's keeping Hulk Hogan alive, banging other people's wives. Sorry, Bubba. King
Sorry,
Snake.
you didn't get that payday you were looking for.
Here's the deal, kid. All right, King Snake's interest is piqued when he hears that Robin was saved by a woman. He resolves to increase his resolve. Oh my God. Wow. And marshal his forces to increase the Ghost Dragon's presence in Gotham.
All you have to do is click right for a synonym to Google a synonym. Just a hint for the wiki editors. We love you, but we were happy to help you make better choices.
I was speaking to make my speech. The commissar is angered by KGBeast's decision to kill Mr. Drzenko when they needed his services, while drawing the attention of Gotham City's vigilantes. But he is pleased to hear that Tony Bresci has accepted their terms. With her father dead, the commissar orders his men to kill Ariana. The next morning at school, Tim wonders what the KGB wants with tear-proof paper, but he is soon called away to talk to the school counselor, Miss Hollingsworth. Over the course of their discussion, it becomes clear that she and his father, Jack, suspect that Bruce Wayne has been beating Tim up, given his bruises and the amount of time they spend together. Tim struggles to come up with an alternative explanation. No.
Are they implying an erotic relationship?
Nah, I think they're alleging child abuse, but he should have been like, again, this reference will be decades later, but it's like, no, it wasn't Bruce, it was Alfred.
Exactly. It's funny though.
Yeah. All right, so.
I mean, they're kind of on the right track, to be quite honest, but.
Yeah. This one had another lenticular cover. And depending on the angle it was viewed, you saw either Robin or Huntress. All right. Anything else?
No. We can keep going.
We have to find out what he tells the guidance counselor.
I mean, honestly. Okay, we're at the halfway point, and we're finally getting into the Russianness of it. Dos Svidania, really? Okay.
No, Robin 3, number 3, January 1993. Dos Vidania, baby.
Yikes.
Chuck Dixon, never change. I'm not that you will.
He didn't.
I was going to say, not that you will. After being confronted by his school counselor, Miss Hollingsworth, about his bruises and injuries, Tim Drake is forced to come up with an excuse so that her suspicions aren't focused on his mentor and friend, Bruce Wayne. Under pressure, he lies and claims it was a senior classman who was beating him up and agrees to go through a student roster to identify his bully the next morning. Who do I hate? Fearing the weight of his secret identity and the dishonesty it requires on his shoulders, Tim confides in the mute Harold Allnut deep in the Vatican.
Ah, good old Harold. What a last name, eh?
But you don't want anybody to talk back. When he returns home to Drake Manor, his father questions him about the apparent fight that gave Tim his bruises, and Tim is forced to lie again. Additionally, his father has concerns about the amount of time Tim spends at Wayne Manor, feeling that some jealousy at the fact that in his current state, he can't be there for his son as much. Tim tries to explain.
Not that you ever were, but...
No, that's true. Well, Tim even calls him out on it. It might be like a later issue, but yeah, he calls him out on it. He's like, yeah, you guys shipped me from boarding school to boarding school. It's like...
It's the rich people way. It's all they know how to do, Tim. I'm sorry, sweetie.
I know, but it's like, don't throw it in my face, Dad, that I'm spending too much time with another guy.
I mean, honestly, he shouldn't be spending time with an older man. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He should be worried. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
And he's coming home beat up and bruised, like, yeah. And he's not even a poor kid, so what are your thrills you're getting out of this if it's not money? That's definitely something to be worried about here.
Oh, yeah. Tim tries to explain that there's nothing to worry about, but confronted with his issues about his secret identity again, he simply storms off. He worries that he can't keep his secret much longer. Elsewhere, King Snake trains against the Ghost Dragons. After he defeats them all, he receives a report from Lynx indicating that their territory is being encroached upon by a new Russian gang employing the dangerous KGBeast.
King Snake versus KGBeast. Money's on KGBeast.
Battle of the D-list, kids!
KGBeast is not D-list. He's...
I don't know the way it's been being written here. I don't know. King Snake vows to take the KGBeast down himself, retaining his title as most dangerous assassin.
Who gave him that title? Himself?
Exactly.
His ego? It's like, babes, don't make Lady Shiva come down here and kick your ass. Okay?
I mean, these famous people, man, they give themselves titles and they speak it enough, people will start believing it.
I mean, people thought Jean-Claude Van Damme could really fight, or Steven Seagal even. So
people thought I know. People thought Steven Seagal could actually lift his leg. Oh my God! You ever see that show where he was like a deputy? Yeah. Oh my Lord! That reality.
I didn't believe that was real for a second.
That was so funny. It just because like if they had to chase after suspect, he let the other guys run after him because he can't run it. And then when he showed up, like say it was like a person of color, he'd be like the snowflake Steven Seagal was like, man, what are you doing, man? It's like, oh my God, this is such a train wreck.
Salty and petty idea. Worst reality TV shows.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the one where Tony Danza was a teacher?
I remember hearing of it. I don't think I saw it.
I watched the first episode. It was, and I'm a huge Who's the Boss fan. Yeah, we should do that. We're gonna make a most terrible reality TV shows that you may have never heard of.
Make it so.
I would like the ship to go fast now.
I would like the ship to go fast now. That night, Robin arrives late to his meeting with Huntress, who reveals that the Russians belong to an organization called the Hammer.
Better than the Hand.
Oh, the Hammer. I think Lilith dated him in college. Whose scare tactics are keeping information about them scarce. Their discussion is interrupted by a man who reveals that he and the other Russians of Little Odessa had fled Russia to escape the Hammer. His disgust for the organization leads him to help the vigilantes and give up the Hammer's location.
Time
Robin-
to lay the hammer down.
Hell. Robin and Huntress take the aggressive approach, and Tim works out some of his frustrations by knocking heads.
Give
They
it
work-
the old Peter Parker approach, I see.
All right, Tim was like, I wanted some of those international relations. They work their way inside a casino and are forced
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down these walls.
Oh my. They work their way inside a casino and are forced to fight nearly all of its patrons before Tim notices one of the same hoods who kidnapped Ariana after her father was murdered. Robin gives chase and manages to knock the thug to the ground. When he asks about Ariana, though, he is told that she was killed. His anger rises and Huntress arrives just in time to prevent him from crossing a line. Frustrated, Robin simply runs away. Elsewhere, the commissar of the Hammer orders that one of his men go to Amsterdam for a special project, while Lynx questions the thug that Robin took down moments before. King Snake is intrigued by the audacity of the Hammer's plans and takes it upon himself to commandeer the plan for his own ends, leaving Lynx to kill the snitch as she pleases. The next morning, Tim wakes up late and is horrified to discover that he has a huge black eye that he'll have to explain to Miss Hollingsworth once he gets to school.
You know what he should have done? He should have went to Alfred and said, "Hey, man, put some makeup on me. Wake up to makeup, baby."
I was thinking about that, but I don't know if Wake Up will, because it was like swollen shut. So, I mean, yeah, you wouldn't,
Or just put a little bee stinger in there, you know?
That's right. I just decided to just randomly to come to school with an eye patch today. Arg, baby.
Oh, it's not Talk Like a Pirate Day? Dang. Dang. All right.
It's not Pirate Friday? Okay. Once again, a lenticular cover, this time showing Lynx and King Snake.
Boo.
Oh my God, Lynx and King Snake got a gimmick cover. Oh my God.
Chuck Dixon totally wanted that freaking shekel.
Shekels.
Oh, this story takes its name from a much better story.
What, Das Vidania, baby?
No.
Oh.
Issue 4.
Oh. Okay, yes. Robin 3, number 4, February 1993. Fall from Grace. Yes. Exactly. The classic Daredevil story by Mr. D.G. Chichester.
Also known as Red
Got the good mic.
Red
What?
Batman. Also known as Red Batman sometimes.
Yes.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And remember, kids, the only man in the business who can write ninjas.
If you're not DG Chichester, you can't write ninjas.
Just saying. It's kind of been proven true. Like, people that have written a hand after him and stuff. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
What has the hand become?
Again, Marvel. Bring this man back to write one of those, set in the 90s miniseries for Daredevil. Come on. And Elektra. Or do two series.
both.
One with Daredevil, one with Elektra. Yeah. We'll buy it. Come on.
We'll manifest it. Don't worry about it, Phil. The full moon's coming soon. We'll manifest it.
I'm trying. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you on the Ultimate Spider-Cast. Did you see, I guess, next year they're doing a bunch of it. It's not one of those, YA novels. They're doing like a series, they said, of adult novels, like What Ifs. And one of them is What If Moon Knight got the symbiote?
The world would literally burn to the ground.
Can you imagine?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, Cletus has a symbiote, but holy shit, Moon Knight?
I mean, that.
Lock your doors, hide your wives, hide your daughters, hide your liquor.
How much easier would it be to cut faces off?
Moon Knight, a guy who runs around
take your
in a
hand
white
and-
outfit, relieving people of their facial features.
And then eating their brains. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the gooey center. Yeah,
Yep.
that's right. It's a Batman show. We're gonna disparage Moon Knight.
What's fair is fair. We mentioned Batman. We mentioned Moon Knight. What's fair is fair.
Although
We mentioned Red Batman too. It's fine.
although I should pull a Ray and just bleep every time we say Moon Knight.
That would be funny, actually. Or anytime we say Doug Minch.
Oh no,
Minch!
just bleep half of it. Be like Moon bleep.
Doug Bleep.
Bleep Mitch.
Batman, my favorite character.
Well, we are talking about the Huntress, so Ray actually might hear this, so I'm sorry to make you listen to all this, Ray.
If he sees the video in that navel, yeah, he's listening.
It'll lull him into a false sense of security.
Look at that chest, Ray. She can't even see that belly button.
Or her shoes. I don't know how she puts her shoes on.
Lilith Hellfire had seen her shoes since she was 10 years old.
That's why I moved to Florida, so I can wear flip-flops.
Slip-ons. Oh my god. She got it. Oh my god, she got to help her dog to put these shoes on for her.
Back to Tim and his black eye, Philip.
That's right.
Before
Robin
you
number
get
4.
one.
Whoa.
Let me text Danielle as a matter of fact.
Another one who can't see her shoes. All right. Alfred Pennyworth returns to the Batcave to find Tim Drake training there on a school day. Tim explains that he is skipping school and Alfred is disturbed by the reason. Tim is sporting a large and severe-looking black eye. Tim asks that Alfred keep the knowledge to himself before returning home to Drake Manor. At home, Tim's father, Jack, confronts him about his skipped classes, leading to more questions about the black eye and what has happened to Tim since his father was confined to a wheelchair. The Obi man. Tim complains that his parents had never taken much interest in him until now, and Jack complains that he can't be expected to be as wonderful as Bruce Wayne.
Oh, sweetie, you're not. He's not. He's a terrible person.
I'm sorry I can't kill orphans, boy.
I'm sorry I too refuse to fix Gotham's problems with my large amounts of cash.
I'm sorry I was married to your mother and not just having dalliances with women who can't zip up their shirts. Tim storms off with both regretting the harsh words they used. That night, Tim goes out as Robin, bemoaning his frustrations with having a secret identity and his lack of anyone to talk to about his problems, except perhaps Huntress. Meanwhile, Huntress returns home after a night on the street, only to find Robin waiting for her in her apartment. He reveals that based on hints that she dropped during their last encounter, he deduced fairly easily who she really is. Tim informs her that the paper sample she discovered in the possession of the Russians is currency stock, and that the only profit in counterfeiting currency is in counterfeiting one from a stable economy. Together, they return to the hotel room where she found the sample and search for clues, while Robin uses a speed checkout system to see who last booked the room. They set off a sensor alerting the Hammer to their intrusion. They manage to take down the hoods, and just as Huntress prepares to torture them for information, an explosion goes off at their backs. The KGBeast appears, promising to kill them both. In a rage of vengeance for Ariana Jerzenko, Robin uses a new improved battle staff to actually do some damage to the beast.
Give it the old Jason Todd, I see.
Hit him right.
Should I say Jason Rod?
Whoa! Hit him right in that cybernetic implant.
He hit him right in the face with that sack.
Oh, I got a better one for you. He hit him right in the face with that staff.
Whoa!
Feel free to use that on Nightwing.
I think the pants come off next.
They get pushed out the window yet?
In the ensuing confusion, Huntress and KGBeast are knocked out of a window and left dangling from a ledge. Once she is sure that Robin has a hold of her, Huntress lets go of the KGBeast, letting him fall to
I don't have to save you. Well, I survived anyway, so screw you, lady.
Seems like in his first couple early appearances, like KGBeast keeps getting dropped off of roofs and stuff.
Keeps getting dropped on his head, you say?
Although he kind of did it to himself in his first appearance, because remember Batman had him like tied around the wrist so KGBeast chops his own hand off.
Yeah, it's a nice trick if you can pull it off.
You know, it's only a trick you can do twice, you know. Even so, he survives and escapes. The next day, Tim manages to go to school on time, but is once again called in to see his counselor, Miss Hollingsworth. She demands an explanation for his injuries, threatening expulsion.
That's not how that works.
Tell me your trauma. When she is called away for a moment, Tim takes the opportunity to escape through the window. Later, Tim searches for information on his case. His case is interrupted by his father's announcement that he is transferring Tim to Fernwood Academy for Boys in Metropolis.
Bum, bum, bum.
Maybe he would have discovered his bisexuality sooner.
Yeah.
Maybe it would have been better for it in Metropolis. He would have been away from Bruce. Maybe he could have
Exactly.
maybe could have teamed up with Clark. I'm like, was this the punishment we were supposed to?
Metropolis is not the punishment, my friend.
It was funny. He said, I'm transferring you to Metropolis, and Tim just like threw his arms around him and go, "Oh, thank you."
My God. That's every kid's dream at that point in Gotham.
I know.
Some rich couple adopts him and swoops him away to Metropolis. Although you will have alien attacks. You
That's
might have
true.
a building fall on you, but at least you can drink the water and breathe the air. And OSHA actually shows up.
Brainiac just flattens the block.
Just don't live in the slums. You'll be all right.
I was thinking the one day, I'm like, how depressing would it be to be Superman? Because it's like, if you live in the DC universe and like you think you're like about to die, anywhere in the world, aren't you going to scream, "Hey, Superman, help"? So you know how many times a day he probably hears Superman, help?
Yeah, we've kind of discussed that
Yeah.
before too. And Smallville actually has a really cool episode about it too. Yeah, it is a little depressing. But again, Clark's a little bit of a psychopath.
Oh my.
He is Kryptonian. But Superman can get bashed a little too. Look, listen, I love the big blue Boy Scout. Okay, yeah, the alcohol's kicking in. Don't mind me. But he does have a few issues we could talk about. And it's through no fault of his own. It's because humans, we suck. And
He's
we
just
change everything we touch.
That's true. I was gonna say he's Kryptonian by genetics, but he was raised in the Midwest.
Yeah, he's cornbread fed for sure.
He is so corny. All right. Robin number 5 from February 1993, Circle of Darkness.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Circle of Darkness.
Whoa!
In Amsterdam. Well, speaking of in Amsterdam,
Smoke the doobie. Actually, that's not what they do. They eat chocolates. It's mostly edibles there, but not that I know or anything.
a lot of stuff is illegal over there, isn't it? Like weed,
Not really. Actually, it's a lot more strict than it is. Than you
Oh,
would
really?
expect. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of a bummer, honestly.
What? It's illegal, or is it just
It's
regulated?
legal, but it's like in a coffee shop. There's like so many more restrictions. It's not as cool as like American dispensaries. I'll just put it that way.
And is it like legal prostitution or something?
It is. I believe they even have a union or something like that.
Oh my!
Which makes it great for everybody, the customers and the ladies. Keeps it safe, keeps it clean.
Yeah, but isn't a union supposed to keep you from not getting screwed?
Well, I have my thoughts on that. I will just keep it moving. I stand with the writers.
I said supposed to. I said
I
supposed
stand with
to.
the writers, and until they get the money they deserve, they shouldn't. And nobody should be forced to cross a picket line for corporate greed.
Exactly.
Even if it is Ryan Murphy.
Pay these people. Meet these people's demands so they can get working on Daredevil's Born Again already.
Exactly. The only reason why I care. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. All right. Oh, did you notice how like Robin and Huntress in these issues are wearing this Superman commemorative armband?
Of course.
Everyone was at this.
It's too soon, though. It's too soon.
There was an issue.
I don't want to get upset again, Phil.
Remember that issue where Azrael was dressed as Batman and they're fighting Killer Croc and he was wearing the armband? Sum up the 90s in one panel. Azrael dressed as Batman wearing a Superman commemorative armband.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me do this F in the chat. For Superman.
Oh my god, I gotta put that on social media. I'm like, sum up the 90s in one panel, and I gotta find that panel. F in the chat for Superman. Don't spill that alcohol.
Almost.
In Amsterdam, the Hammer's hitman, Vidor, recovers some discs from a contact in return for some negatives being used by the commissar to blackmail him with. Remember negatives, kids? That's what we made pictures
No, they
from.
don't. If they're young enough, like I told you, somebody's kid was watching Stranger Things, and they were like, "What's that room? What are they doing in that room?" I'm like, "Babes, it's a dark room, and they're developing film." They're like, "Film?" I was like, "From a camera?"
Remember when we used to take pictures and take them to like the drugstore to get developed?
Like if you splurge, I'm old enough to remember splurging for the hour. Photos in an hour.
Yeah, I remember when we thought that was speedy. Oh, in an hour I'm gonna have my pictures. Oh,
Meanwhile,
wow.
I literally have a Polaroid that prints. Not like the old school Polaroid, but like actually like good 4K definition Polaroid.
Oh, really?
Prints, yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, times have how they've changed.
Exactly. Rather than exchange the negatives, Vidor simply kills him.
Exactly. Have we tried killing them yet? Absolutely the best approach.
Exactly.
Life pro tip from Lilith Hellfire.
In the back,
use at your own discretion. Lilith Hellfire is not responsible for your lawyer fees.
Have we tried sleeping with them, then killing them? Lilith Hellfire.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of one or the other.
Oh my!
You got to make that split second decision.
Either way, men are disposable in Lilith's life. Hell. Either get the little death or the big death, kids. In the Batcave, Tim Drake considers giving up his role as Robin, having been enrolled by his father in a school in Metropolis, and having disobeyed Batman's orders and taken up with the Huntress. Alfred tries to reassure him, but he can't hide his own misgivings about Tim's activities. Even so, he takes Tim out in the van to meet with Huntress. Enabler.
Yep. I mean, look what he did for Bruce. So yeah, of course he loves it. He lives for it.
Can I meet the Huntress too?
I heard she had a nice belly button.
She may enjoy these butler parties we have. Maybe we can hire her to dance. Robin explains to Huntress that the Russian gangsters they met had used their real names and that they are involved in a patented method of creating counterfeit-proof currency for world powers. This means that they plan to join with the Hammer in creating counterfeit currency that could pass for currencies belong to those countries who believe.
Fun fact: America is the only currency that is like actually easily counterfeited and like now in modern times, because we still use paper stock. Everywhere else is like a really weird blend of like plastic and linen and things like that. And like a lot of people's currencies are like waterproof, and like a lot of their smaller bills are like coins, instead, things like that. So yeah, America's real old fashioned one. It's super easy to this day to counterfeit and it's not that hard.
Aha! See if you can counterfeit those drop bears.
As soon as 3D printing gets cheaper and the materials are a little bit better, I will be downloading a car. I'm just letting you guys know that. I will be downloading a Tesla. Yes.
You know what? Forget your sex bots. Forget your 3D cars. I mean, Justin had the right idea. I had also had this thought. We need to invent a transporter, a teleporter. Come on.
That's a little out of my wheelhouse. I'm not Reed Richards here. I don't care about you. I love you guys, but I don't care about humanity.
I mean, that's the only way we're gonna. That's the only way we're gonna see Ray, unless we like stuff him in a box and ship him here and hope
I'm sure his wife will after the last baby turns like 6 or 7. She'll be tired of his shenanigans, ready to ship him off.
I don't need you anymore.
Well, blame America for not investing in infrastructure.
Blame America.
All our taxes go where? To the military. For what? To cause havoc with other people that we should be minding our business about.
$10,000 toilets.
I'm very rich. I can afford the toilet. Just quoting Randy Marsh.
Randy!
I mean, that toilet paper conspiracy still's got me thinking. I'm just saying. He's not wrong.
That's the conspiracy. It's running the world, toilet paper. Mr. Jajenko, who the KGBeast had murdered, was intended to print the counterfeit money. They checked several printers across Gotham City for the counterfeiters, but turn up nothing. Finally, they discover a suspicious operation and sneak inside. However, they are watched from above by the ghost dragons. Robin notices that the money that the Hammer is printing doesn't appear to be a real currency, but they continue to talk about it as though it would be worth a fortune. He decides to stay on to investigate their real plan until the KGBeast turns up carrying Huntress's unconscious body. Using the sound of the printing presses as cover, Robin knocks out some of the goons and attempts to alter the program that will produce the counterfeit currency. While searching for Huntress, he discovers that Ariana is not dead, but has been put to work bagging heroin for the hammer. He kills the lights in the plant and makes his way to Ariana. Unfortunately, once he gets to her, Vidor and his men block their path of escape.
Bum, bum, bum.
Exactly. Hey, just for you, Lilith, this was the penultimate issue.
Yes! Future Lilith, feel free to drink, although you probably will be still hungover.
Present Lilith, take a drink.
Don't mind if I do.
Yes, I guess this whole series had lenticular. Man, they sprung for 6 lenticular covers.
No offense, on a Tim Drake Robin book, like
The
that.
third-
That's how crazy the '90s were, man. We were rolling in the dough.
The third Robin miniseries.
We were rolling in the dough in the '90s. I'm telling you, man. Like you could do no wrong in the '90s.
I mean, think about it. We were riding high. I mean, Death of Superman already happened. Nightfall's about to kick off. I mean,
you'll get a lenticular cover. You'll get a holographic cover. Everybody gets a Superman Death of Superman armband.
Talk about printing money. I mean, comics in this time, you know?
No, it's true. Like the bubble's gonna hit, but they're riding that high, baby. They are riding that high. Oh man, just to go back to the '90s, honestly. If I had a time machine, that's where I would go, man. I just hide out.
Get all this stuff in mint condition. Oh,
just bury it, super vac it and bury it, and then come back. Yeah.
All right. So, should we get to the conclusion?
Yes, to be concluded. Murder Inc.
Robin 3, number 6.
Not to be confused with Ja Rule, because nobody cares what Ja Rule thinks. To paraphrase Aziz Ansari. Actually, to paraphrase Dave Chappelle, actually. What would Ja Rule think? Nobody cares!
March 1993. Murder Inc. Inc. I-N-K.
Don't worry, they're a defunct record label. They can't hurt us. It's fine.
And we must have a deadline crunch because this time we have 2 pencilers, Tom Lau and Grant Meeum, and 2 inkers, Bob Smith and Jose Marzan Jr. Ooh. And 3 editors, Dennis O'Neill, Scott Peterson, and Jordan B. Gorfinkel.
Gorfinkel, get out of here!
That's her.
Let Peterson do his job.
That's Denny. That's her Denny impression.
They're like, Denny, you're letting too much through. It's just Chuck Dixon. You're letting too much through. You know Denny and Chuckson go way back, right?
Oh, machine guns, heroin, Russian gangsters. This ain't a Punisher, Paul.
Authority's not gonna like this.
Tell him to go over to the Punisher, which he did.
Exactly. That's what makes it so funny. Perfect fit as far as I'm concerned.
Suddenly faced with trying to get an innocent girl out of a processing plant full of thugs, Robin goes to work on taking them out, using the fact that he shut the lights off earlier and his night vision lenses to his advantage.
Turn out the lights? What is this, a Spider-Man musical that's doomed to be bankrupt?
Don't be up on them wires, kid.
Broadway reference. Chef's kiss.
Classy. Unfortunately, when the lights come back on, he is temporarily blinded. Even so, he manages to take out as many of the thugs, grab Ariana, and make their way into the hallway. Unfortunately, Ariana has been drugged, and Robin is forced to leave her alone while he attempts to rescue Huntress from the KGBeast. The Hammer's commissar attempts to extract information from a bound Huntress, but she is not forthcoming, even under the KGBeast's torture.
You said coming.
Oh my! Boy, I don't know how I didn't see that joke coming. It was right in the face.
You hit him right in the face with that sack.
Oh wait, no, sorry.
Not in the face.
There we go. Knowing he has little chance against the beast, Robin attacks anyway, hoping to buy Huntress some time. She makes good on the chance, using her unbound feet to kick the commissar to the ground while KGBeast is distracted. Finally, Robin tosses a batarang, cutting the rope holding her. He drops some smoke bombs, and 2 of them escape up an elevator shaft. Despite that, Robin explains that they still must save Ariana. Meanwhile, the ghost dragons begin laying siege to the printing plant. While they kill many of the Hammer's thugs, KGBeast remains and nearly kills their leader, Lynx. Fortunately
You know
for
what
her,
this feels like? This feels like a third movie in a Sam Raimi franchise.
it sounded like a 90s action movie.
And then
Show me all skill. Show me all monkey skill.
it's like, dude, where's that car? And then
Fortunately for her, King Snake arrives and engages with the beast. This gives the opportunity for Lynx to shoot at the Commissar, who falls into a printing press, which shorts out the power in the building.
almost as good as a recycler being hung from the bat plane, but not quite.
So the Commissar gets crushed in the printing press. Then the last issue, crunch time.
Nice.
The darkness offers the blind King Snake an advantage. In the darkness, Huntress, Robin, and Ariana attempt to sneak out, but they are accosted by Lynx. Robin risks his life to knock Lynx out and catch up to the Huntress. After defeating KGBeast, the King Snake attempts to take the printed money for himself, but he is interrupted by Huntress, who threatens to burn all the currency with a flamethrower.
Oh wait, is she Joker's daughter?
Oh my! Oh no, my half was on the bottom.
Exactly.
However, Robin offers a proposition. They will allow King Snake to keep the counterfeit bills if he will let them and the Hammer's prisoners go. Knowing that he will have another chance to kill Robin, King Snake agrees. Before they go, King Snake reveals that the counterfeit currency is actually the Euro dollar, a currency
we're getting political now.
A currency for the European Commonwealth that will not enter circulation for years, meaning it is not yet
because they
valuable.
fought over it. Yeah,
Mhm.
if you remember that whole thing, that's crazy. I'm surprised it actually the British pound is still worth more than that, but that's not a matter.
No. As they drive off, Robin reveals that he had already changed the encoding on the money's data strips such that it won't be accepted as legitimate currency.
Well, it's also not. Well, and even to this day, it's technically not subjected to like the regulations of like any Federal Reserve Board. So like, there's no reserve requirements. That's actually really smart. And I wonder how Chuck Dixon came up with that.
Oh my!
No offense. Like, no, seriously. Like, it was like a really big thing, and there was a lot of speculation, and still to this day, it's kind of controversial over there too, as well.
Like again, maybe he reads periodicals like Chichester did.
Maybe I shouldn't be like that about Chuck Dixon, but like, cause like the stuff that he writes about, it's very like it's very street level thug mobster stuff. So like it's like a really like smart point that he's making. It's, even to this day, like it's kind of still true.
Yeah.
So just interesting.
Tim finally returns home to Drake Manor, where his father Jack waits. Before he can explain himself, his father apologizes for allowing them to grow apart. We're just going to wash all that badness away. His father apologizes for allowing them to grow apart and promises to cancel his plans to put Tim in boarding school. As they agree to let nothing come between them again, symbolism.
Look at the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. Oh, it's a downer. It's a bat signal. Damn it. Symbolism
in the sky. Yes, the bat signal shines in the sky. So I don't know.
Chuck Dixon really knows how to put you down on a downer, go out on a downer note, doesn't he? That's like his specialty, man. Nothing good can happen for poor Tim.
Doesn't it seem like I don't know, it was Chuck Dixon was just like, oh crap, I gotta tie up that whole father thing. So it's just like, oh, okay, he changed his mind.
Well, if you know any super wealthy people, they're very wishy washy. So.
Not true.
His wife probably talked to him like, well, we did put him in a lot of boarding schools. The boy made a point. Maybe not put him in another boarding school. Maybe keep the boy at home.
What about the school counselor? We'll pay her off.
Well, basically. I think that's all she was snooping around for, honestly.
Maybe.
Miss Hollingsworth, that doesn't even sound like a real name.
She wanted
probably
to be
some villain. She's probably Granny Goodness for all we know.
Nah, I think she just wanted to be Jack Drake's second ex-wife. Oh no!
Giving it bad teacher vibes. Love that for her.
Oh no, I shouldn't say that. The first one wasn't an ex; she just got murdered.
I mean, still technically.
Not true. All right, thoughts.
Woo! we breezed through those pretty quickly. Proud of us.
Exactly.
Only a few dick jokes. It's the dick jokes that really, take up the time slot.
Sometimes it's just more accuracy than quantity, Lilith Elvi.
Ooh, okay, old man Phil.
Oh my!
We see your life philosophy. It's fine.
No, I meant about the. Oh God. Pervert.
Hello.
Lilith is like, I prefer quality and quantity.
Both is good if you can get it.
Hey-oh.
But no, actually, this one, I think all 3 Robin miniseries are very much on par with each other.
I should hope so. I think they're all written by the same guy, so I hope so.
Well, that doesn't really mean anything sometimes.
That's true. That is true.
But this was Chet Nixon in his prime, for better or for worse, however you feel about him. Solid storytelling. The pacing was great. A few things fell through the cracks, but it's bound to happen. Like you in a miniseries, you want to get that action because it's got a lenticular cover. Nobody's here for the daddy drama of it all. They're here for Huntress's belly button and some action. So, and he delivered on that.
Exactly.
Solid B+ performance for the miniseries.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, I agree.
But it's Tim. Like, had it been another Robin, it probably would have been maybe an A- or something. You know how I feel about Tim.
Yeah.
Well, it's tolerable. Like, you feel bad for him. I don't like Tim at the beginning of his career at all because he's not confident and he just has all these issues. It's more, when he gets the car that he becomes like, Tim to me. Like, that's the Tim I like.
Yeah. Well, that's coming here soon, but I love how they subtitled this was "Cry the Huntress," and I'm like, well, did we really get that much Huntress?
All she did when we did see her was cry, basically. So I get it.
Oh, damn.
They could have gave a stronger performance, but again, it is male perspective. There for some skin in the game, literally.
Early '93, we're men writing a woman. Yes.
I wouldn't even say writing. I'd say featuring a female side character.
True.
Featuring.
What do you mean Batman never mentions me?
Exactly. But, it could be worse. It could have been Frank Miller.
Oh, that's true.
Hey, I heard your mother was a whore. Your daddy was a gangster. Your mother's a whore. She's like, no, that's Catwoman, actually. Our whole family can suck it. So, yeah.
What did the assassin say before he killed Huntress's whole family?
Our whole family can suck it. Suck these lead bullets.
Oh!
Anywho,
anyway, I was going to say, any new Bat books I think we discussed on Unlimited Justice, episode 54.
Our Wonder Woman
Scroll
issue
down.
number 800 celebration. So.
Yes, we also discussed Catwoman and Nightwing, and
And, just in case you don't know, we have a whole Nightwing podcast as well, Nightwing News.
That's right. It's right here on this feed.
Diggity dank.
Real classy. It's got a real professor and everything.
Yes.
A published author and everything.
Yeah, you won't hear many dick jokes over there.
Like I said, feel free to use my staff drop anytime you need to.
Kristen is a lady, unlike this broad over here.
Exactly.
I don't know. I kind of like we have a mix of people,
Yeah, that's what makes our network great. We all come from all different walks of life.
I mean, how attractive would it be to come listen to this podcast if we were all the same exact person?
If
you would
if the whole podcast network was just 2 old white guys bitching about shit.
Exactly. All I was going to say,
you got plenty of that on YouTube.
Well, I was going to say, although you and Justin are more and more becoming the same person.
We were always the same person. It just becomes more apparent with every episode.
Oh my God, you're X-23. They just cloned you from Justin.
I wouldn't doubt it. My mother often did say I wasn't born, but I was spawned. So, starting to make sense.
All right, so
on that note, what homework do we have?
That's what I was going to say. Here, I guess I better pull up the schedule. All right.
Do we need anything in preparation for the Catwoman, Batman war or anything like that?
Wait, what? I don't have anything unless you want to put it.
No, I don't care either way. I just throwing it out there. I know how you love clicks and views, Phil. So
But I told you we're doing another Huntress month. So
Yeah, I prefer a Huntress month. So
well, we're gonna get more Batman also because next week we're gonna do a crossover Detective Comics 685 and 686 and Robin 17. So
okay, cool.
I think we might be getting more King Snake too. So
An unfortunate side effect.
and if you like your Huntress stories with the word cry in it, come back in 2 weeks as we do Batman Huntress Cry for Blood 1 through 6.
Nice. Nice.
And then we may be able to get Lilith Hellfire at the end of the month to join me and Justin when we cover Detective Comics 671 through 673 when Joker tries to create the Death of the Batman movie.
Maybe.
And then loses all interest when he figures out it's not the original Batman. Just like
Poor
Lilith.
Joker.
90s Joker with the ponytail.
Yes.
I think also written by Chuck Dixon.
Don't tell me you have to have a Dixon month.
I was gonna say this almost might be a Dixon, but I forget it. I don't think he writes cry of the hunt or Cry for Blood, but I think all the other ones he might. Oh my god, what is this? Signal of Doom?
Exactly. No, he's not actually here, so it couldn't be Signal of Doom.
Oh, true. It's hot. It's fresh. Signal of Doom. All right, kids. So send us your thoughts. More Huntress. Make sure. Oh, and again in September when Lil takes her sabbatical, Justin and I will be doing a whole month of
the cat's away, the mice will play.
A whole month of Azrael stories, getting us that much closer, quicker to the Azrael ongoing series of the 90s. Hey, we're programming for Justin or for Russell, okay? So
it's fine. Every podcast has its audience.
That's true. All right, kids. So yes, send us your thoughts. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-Capes. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, social media, episodes, merchandise, the Patreon where Will gets drunk and rants like an old woman at old comics. Find it all at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's
no, it's where I drink to keep my sanity because Phil tortures me with terrible comic book choices.
Oh, you're going to spend your month in the asylum. What are you worried about? tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. And again, if you want to make suggestions on what we should cover, subscribe to the
Lilith, yeah.
Subscribe to the Patreon. No, you want to make any programming suggestions, subscribe to the Patreon. And also, yes, please check the show notes for the GoFundMe for our good friend Charlie Esser's family. Charlie Esser, who we just lost not too long ago. Yeah. Let's bring you down. All right. All right.
Way to go, Chuck Dixon. End on a bummer note. But it needs to be done. We really do appreciate any help that you can provide to his family.
Yes. All right, so let's end this on a bright, cheery, happy note. Lilith Hellfire.
Oh God! You came to the wrong neighborhood, indeed. No. If you want to be friends with your old internet granny, feel free to friend me on Facebook.
Wow! I thought she was going to tell you people to what to do to yourself. What?
Yeah, your whole family can suck it. No, Lilith Hellfire, find me. I'm thinking about getting a fifth dog. You'll get pictures of puppies and random cryptic, posts.
Either do the 6 or do the 9.
You know where to find her on all good social media. Just follow the trail.
Either do the 6 or do the
9.
Superior puss. Power of the penis.
Facebook wouldn't let me change my my URL to that. So
what, Superior Puss?
Yeah.
Man, look at her advertising. Jeez.
It's all rape and murder. I'll tell you that.
Oh my God, they probably wouldn't like change it to that, rape and murder.
Definitely not.
All right. Thank you for joining us, Ray. All right, kids, come back in 1 week for more Huntress, Detective Comics, and the Robin crossover.
15 minutes to spare, Phil.
I know. Got just enough time to fill up my drink, go to the bathroom, take a whiz and yell at my kid to get in the shower. All right. All right, kids. Yes. It's been a fun ride. I feel like I took a stick to the face.
He hit him right in the face with that staff.
Whoa! All right. Thank you for joining us. And again, if you want to hear a lot more Chuck Dixon, go check out Signal 2 by some crazy Australian. All right,
We
kids.
like him here.
Exactly.
Proud member of the collective.
Gobble, gobble. All right, kids. Until next time, join us. Same bat time.
Same bat station.
We are the night.
Batman Podcast.
Free the belly button.